All right, Ed, can I get one more mic check from you? Or Tim, if you want to stay by the mic and just say your name into it for me, thank you.
Satan.
This is going live to YouTube.
You heard me.
And you can still hear the wireless too, correct?
Yeah. But try not to use that. I don't want more than one mic open.
Hey, I'm only going to use it to play the pop and circumstance when they walk in.
Don't play the pop and circumstance over the mic.
Don't play it over the mic?
No, because it'll trigger the copyright violations.
Ah,
So play it in the room. Don't play it.
okay. Hello? Seth?
Yes. Use Teams to message me, please.
Okay, I was just gonna say, so it's definitely gonna do the copyright claim if we play it.
You can play it over the speaker, just don't mic the boombox.
So you're saying playing it like from the podium?
No, do not mic the boombox. You can play the boombox in the corner. Do not put it near a microphone. I don't want it coming over the sound system.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out.
James. I mean, look how organized she is. I know. All right, where are we? Sure, if everybody's ready.
That clock is slow. I feel so far away from you. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Y'all can be seated. That'd be great. My name's Tim Regan. I'm the Executive Director of FoodWorks here at the Maryland Food Bank. I'd like to welcome those of you who've come to join us today here in our boardroom, and also those who are online listening in to this event. I'm excited to welcome all of you to really what's my favorite event here at the Food Bank, the graduation of our FoodWorks class. The 4 best days at the Maryland Food Bank are the 4 days that we graduate our FoodWorks classes. So you're here on one of the best days. This is our 37th graduating class. For these graduates, this day is truly special. It's a rite of passage, a celebration of all the hard work, and there was a lot of hard work that went into their training here at FoodWorks. This class started with us back in September, and the students are the second class to kind of fully go through our new hybrid online on-site training model from start to finish. They've had to deal with a few different chefs as trainers. They've been kind of with us in the highs and lows of COVID for these last 12 weeks, and they've done really an incredible job. And it's a testament to their perseverance and hard work that they're here graduating today. In the last 12 weeks, they've learned a variety of culinary skills and techniques. They've gained valuable information on food costs, nutrition, menu planning, knife skills, what's cilantro, you know, what's an eggplant, and they've been certified as food safety experts, all while working 3 days a week here in our kitchen and 2 days a week Zooming in online from home. They've also learned how to do online remote learning, and they've worked closely with Chef Mo and Chef Christina to learn those new online tools, Zoom, and also Ruby.com, which is they all have licenses to Ruby.com. It's an online culinary training tool that they've been working with. And they've worked hard on improving their digital literacy because you've got some online training happening. But they've also worked on a variety of life skills and job readiness, how to write a resume, how to do interviews with Rebecca and Darcy from our team. So graduates, you've earned the right to wear those chef's whites proudly, and I know you're going to lead a long, successful career in the food industry. As you each prepare to begin your careers in various kitchens across the state, I've no doubt you're going to make your FoodWorks mentors, Mo, Christina, Darcy, Rebecca, and we'll count Chef Alex in there too, very, very proud. I'd encourage you to figure out ways to continue to help those with less than you and to establish yourselves as leaders, not only within your community, but in the movement to end hunger, because that's really what it's all about here at the Maryland Food Bank. So thank you and congratulations. So what's exciting about today's event is the legacy that began with Class 37 will continue with the next group of FoodWorks students, Class 38, which will begin their work with us on January 4th. Hopefully some of them might be online listening in. Normally we have the next class coming in to meet with the graduating students. But we're quickly approaching Class 40, which will be sometime in 2021. We're very excited about that. So today we have with us, I'm pleased to introduce Carmen Del Greccio, who's the president and CEO of the Maryland Food Bank. He joined the Food Bank in 4 years ago, right? In 2016, after a distinguished career in the money banking industry at M&T Bank. In his first 4 years, he's led us through a return to a position of financial and operational strength, development of a new strategic plan for the food bank, a reorganization of the food bank, creation of a new set of organizational values, and to top it off, our ongoing response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Carmen wants to share a few words with the class of 37 graduates, so please join me in welcoming Carmen.
Thank you, Tim. I'll be brief and really trying to reemphasize some of the things that Tim has already touched upon. You know, unfortunately with COVID, these graduations, they're not quite as big as we'd like them to be, right? Because this is a big day. It's a big deal what you've accomplished here today. Getting through this program is not an easy feat. I'm not sure how much you guys knew coming into the program or what to expect, but as you know, it's long days, it's long hours. And I think, Tim, even in a normal environment, 1 out of every 3 people who enter the program don't finish the program for a whole host of reasons, some of which they can control and some which they can't. And so the fact that you were able to get through that even in a normal year is a major, major feat and one that you should be extremely proud of. So congratulations to the class. Now, we all know that the past 12 weeks has been nothing has been normal about the last 12 weeks. But that's, to me, what makes today's graduation even that much more special to get to this point. You know, as a food bank during this pandemic, we've doubled the amount of food we've had to distribute to people in need across our state. And it's difficult to, at times, given day in and day out response to this COVID pandemic, to see any positive that could come out of that. But we constantly try to search for that as an organization to say, what silver linings, what things can we glean from this that can make us better in the future? And I think we learn as we go through these kind of trials as individuals as well as organizations, we learn some things about ourselves. We learn some things that we're capable of doing that maybe we wouldn't have known in a normal environment. We learn some things about what we can endure that we wouldn't necessarily see in a normal environment. We learn how to adapt. We learn how to overcome new barriers, how to remain positive in the face of all this, how to help others in the face of all this. So if you think about that context and all you've had to overcome going through this program as a result of COVID, and I'm only going to hit on a couple of these things that really kind of came out in our brief meeting the other day. I'm sure if Tim and others can probably put this list much longer, but Tim already hit on a couple of these things. You got to deal with multiple instructors, different teaching styles, different approaches, different expectations throughout the program. You had to have the discipline of working remotely, something that we've all had to learn during this pandemic. You've had increased use and reliance on technology to learn the kind of skills that you've learned. That's something new and different for us, new and different for you. You've had to deal with a kitchen facility that over the course of your time here, we might have doubled the amount of grab and go meals we were doing out of that facility, the amount of space that we had to work in, the amount of space that you had to work around and through to be able to accommodate not only that work that we had to do for people in need, but also for your training program. And that all doesn't even count all the things you were dealing with at home outside of this program in response to COVID. And so my point is that you've all endured and thrived really through all that noise. And from what I saw the other day, you did it with a positive attitude. You rolled with it, right? You took it as it was and you took it on. And I think that, quite frankly, is an invaluable added level of experience that is going to prepare you even more for the things in front of you. You can't replicate that experience as good as we are in terms of building a curriculum and trying to give you as much real world experience as we can. There's no way you can replicate all that stuff we just talked about, all the things you endured in the last 12 weeks in a textbook or in a cookbook, right? Those experiences are very unique. And those experiences, coupled with the technical training that you received, is really going to differentiate you from others as you enter into the workforce. It's going to make you a stronger, more desirable candidate for potential employers because of what you've been able to endure. Employers are looking for a certain amount of technical skills, which you're going to bring to the table in spades. They're going to build on that as part of your working with that organization. What those organizations don't often do a great job of are the intangibles. Those are things that they're looking for people to bring to a job to influence others and for those employers to have more and more confidence so that you can build not only you can have not only a job, but ultimately a career in these fields. And so coming out in a weird way, COVID is going to make you an even stronger candidate than you would have been had it did not existed. I know. So I think that's an important takeaway, despite all the negativity around this and everything we're dealing with every day with regard to this disease. The reality is the things that you've had to overcome to get to this point is going to make you a stronger candidate going forward. And so clearly COVID is going to have some near-term impact on job opportunities. There's no doubt about it. We read the paper every day, right? But these are very important skills that I ask that you started on this journey for a reason and to stay on that course. There will be opportunities that will present themselves, and don't get frustrated by that. Stay as positive as you had during these last 12 weeks. And most importantly, use us. Every one of the folks in this room, Chef Mo, Chef Christina, Chef Alex, Darcy, Rebecca, Tim, their whole job is to be here for you, to help you build a career. And so rely on those folks to help you through that process. We also have access to 36 other graduating classes, people who are employed and actively working in the field who can be resources for you as you move through this journey as well. So we're here for you to help you embark on this career, knowing that there might be some short-term pain, but the long-term journey is still the right journey. The decision you made 12 weeks ago is still the right decision, and just ask that you have some patience. And I think you'll see that the skills that you learned here will position you extremely well for going forward. I'd like to ask you just a couple favors just in closing. Keep us apprised of your journey. We're anxious to hear where you go, where you land, the type of things you endure. We'd love to kind of keep in touch with you from that perspective. It helps us better understand what we need to do on a program. It helps us better communicate and sell the program to other future classes. So please stay in touch. Second thing, if you can help us in our fight, the amount of food we're distributing is double what we normally have. Silver lining is I think more people in this state realize how many people are hungry every day now than they might have known prior to the pandemic. So if people didn't know what food insecurity was in March, they know about it now. But more and more people like you can be out there waving the flag for us, understanding what we do every day, the impact we have, understanding the number of people out there who are suffering and unable to put food on their table consistently, and be able to tell that story and wave that flag on our behalf. I think could only help the cause and help people in need that much more. So I ask if you can be an advocate for the issue of food insecurity and for our organization. And lastly, in terms of somewhat around paying it forward, right? If you can come back and meet with future classes, come back and do a demo perhaps, come back and mentor a student. There's nothing more powerful than future students interacting with people who have been in their shoes, who've understood where they are in their journey, and can help them through that. That's an extremely powerful opportunity for us to even make that experience or future classes that much better. So if I ask if you can squeeze that into your routines going forward, I think that you can influence a life in a way that otherwise, without you coming here, may not be quite as effective. So with that, I just want to say once again, congratulations to each and every one of you. This accomplishment is significant, and I think you are positioned to do big things in the world. And we're certainly glad that you're going to be out there as a FoodWorks graduate helping us do that. And I wish you all the best of luck. And again, don't hesitate to continue to rely on us, because once you're part of the family, you're part of the family. And so we're here to help you today, and we'll be here to help you in the future. So once again, on behalf of the Maryland Food Bank, congratulations on your accomplishments today. Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen. Before we move to the next part of the program, I want to take a minute to introduce the other members of the FoodWorks team. Darcy Sullivan is our Workforce Development Manager, who's worked with our students from their joining in the program, so met our students before they were students, all the way through graduation today. And she has focuses on job readiness skills, and most importantly, with finding that first job. So hopefully you'll all be talking to Darcy very much over the next couple of weeks. The second member of the team I'd like to introduce is Rebecca Johnson, who's our FoodWorks case manager. She's been helping students overcome any specific barriers to training and employment. We hope you will stay connected to Rebecca as you start your career and as you continue through your career. I know she's working with alumni now. She joined us in September. We're glad to have her here. Another important team member is chef trainer Christina Wanner, who's back there. Chef Christina is responsible for leading the class through all of its coursework in the kitchen and the classroom. And I know she's going to stay connected to you as you enter the workforce. And, she'd love to have you come back and, show new students in the future what you can do. The other person I want to introduce is who was a trainer for a while is Chef Alex, who's back there. Alex runs the FoodWorks kitchen production team that produces meals for kids all over Central Maryland. And so he had to sub in for a while as the trainer for Chef Mo when she was out. So, and I'm going to get to Chef Mo later. Right now, I want to have Darcy and Rebecca come up to tell you a little bit about a package of material that they pulled together for all the graduates that we'll be giving you with your certificate in a minute. You guys want to come up?
Hi, everyone. We are so excited for you, so happy for you that you have made it to this point. It has been a very long 12 weeks, excuse me. You've been through so many different trainers, so many different protocols and programs and all these things. And we're very happy to have made folders with all of your hard work. So in the folder, we have all of your workforce development stuff that you've done. So we have your resume, cover letter, and reference sheet. We also have a letter of recommendation in there for you that you can give to employers or prospective employers in the interview process. Your ServSafe manager and your ServSafe food handler certificates are in there. And we have a couple special things for you. We have 3 cheat sheets that will fit in your chef pocket. That are all about like measurements, temperature, stuff like that. So you can, all that ServSafe stuff, if anything ever leaves your mind, it's right in your pocket. And what am I missing? I think that's it. Yeah. Do you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate everyone. I know it's been a journey, but I'm so proud of all of you for sticking with it and for not giving up and for believing in yourselves. And please keep in touch. We are here for you. And we just are so excited to see what you become.
Perfect. Thank you, Darcy and Rebecca. That's a new feature of this graduation. We just did that for the first time. So now it's my extreme privilege to introduce our executive chef, Mo Jordan. Who over the last 12 weeks, well, all 12 weeks, I don't know, do we count? Anyway, has spent lots of hours working with the graduates, preparing them for their future careers in food service. When I was putting my remarks together today, I realized that this week is Mo's 1-year anniversary working at Maryland Food Bank. Mo's been a star here and is leading us with, we've changed so many things in this past year. She's been awesome. And you may not know this, but also in the last couple of months, Mo was written up in Marie Claire magazine, which is a national magazine. Her whole story is there. It's online. If you go to our website, you can find the link to it. And I encourage you to read it and you'll learn a lot more about Mo. So I'm going to give it over to Mo. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, we would like to thank you all for tuning in to our graduation. I am going to provide you a program overview. So it started about 12 weeks ago. There is the students with Chef C. I think this was like day one, week one, when she came back. She was doing a demo for the students. They worked on a seared scallop. So this journey began about 12 weeks ago. Y'all remember that? All right. Professional culinary training. It says FoodWorks challenges students in a professional commercial kitchen and in the classroom. And if you notice, not only are they in the kitchen doing their labs, but we also spent a lot of time with our hybrid program online as well, working on Ruby, as well as teaching them the skills and fundamentals that they needed to know in order to successfully complete the program. I promise I wasn't fussing at anybody. We were actually working on chicken fabrication, and I was just giving instructions there. And this comes from Marianne Musa. Everything about this program is amazing to me. It has taught me how to learn and how to save someone's life. It is helping me to take care of my community and my home in the right way. And I'm so grateful for that. Miss Marianne Musa. Weeks 1 through 4. During this first month, students learn the basics, starting with sanitation and thermometer calibration. Want to also give a shout out to Mr. Eric Latta, who every day made sure that as the students came in, they were responsible for calibrating their thermometers. So when I tasked Eric with the task of taking everybody's calibration, I said to him, I said, hey, now that I taught it to you guys, it's your responsibility to teach it to somebody else just in case you won't be here one day. Guess what he told me? I ain't gonna never be absent. And guess what? He was never absent. It also says hone knife skills, as well as develop commercial equipment knowledge, begin to understand how herbs and spices build different flavor profiles. This comes from Miss Marianne Najuko. FoodWorks has had a huge impact on my life. I now see food differently. It is not just about eating food, but how food can bring people together. It's more than feeding someone and quenching their thirst. FoodWorks is instilling values and work ethics, giving you the life skills to go back to make something of yourself. Miss Marianne Najuko. Now, I'm going to tell my story about Marianne as well. She, we had our evaluations, and I said to Marianne, I said, hey, Marianne, this is what I need you to do to improve. The very next day, Marianne came into the kitchen. Not only did I recognize it, but her teammates recognized it as well. And they wanted to make sure they didn't know where her pep came from. So we appreciate that immediate feedback. You're welcome. And here is Chef C working with the students on their scallops. Also, one very strategic thing that Chef Christina does is not only does she tell you what to do, she tells you how and why it needs to be done like that. So that's the difference between a cook and a chef. Weeks 5 through 8, armed with their new tricks of the trade, students spend the next 4 weeks exploring fresh fruits and vegetables, crafting mother sauces, fabricating meats, poultry, and seafood. Weeks 9 through 12, students spend final 4 weeks furthering their competencies with proteins, learning the science of baking, as well as crafting desserts. Perseverance, dedication, and passion. All of that is shown through these 3 pictures here. This is from Mr. James Bennett. The FoodWorks program taught me a lot about discipline, getting up early and getting in on time, staying on top of studying so you can pass all of the exams. I think it is a really good program. I recommend it to anyone that is interested in cooking or interested in learning the skills to enter the culinary field. That was Mr. James Bennett. And here we are. We did things from a niçoise salad. The students worked on how to fabricate a lobster. We got some fresh lobsters in. We broke them down, as well as Chef C giving a thumbs up with Savante. And then they also learned those mother sauces. And we taught them to y'all Beth V, right? Bechamel, Espanol, tomato, hollandaise, and velouté, right? Sounds good. It's one you'll never forget. This is from Miss Maya Jarrett. Me getting into this program has gotten me started in my life and career, and I am not just picking up a job to pick up a job, but starting somewhere correctly. I'm becoming something from this program. I'm becoming something from this program. Miss Maya Jarrett. So complete candidates. Through the program, students also learn front of the house management techniques, financial responsibility, as well as becoming Serve Safe Manager certified. Perfectly paired. When combined with their culinary proficiency, the skills FoodWorks students learn during the program makes them workforce ready and highly desirable to the hospitality industry the day they graduate. And now we introduce to you our student speaker without further ado, Mr. James Bennett.
Y'all had to bear with me for a minute. I'm a little nervous. All right. We gonna get it right though. We gonna get it right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am James Bennett. I'd like to welcome and thank you all for being in attendance of Class 37's graduation. Amazingly, it started off for me with a drive, a will, a passion, a desire, a dream, and a nice smooth CCBC magazine in the mail. Next came the application and orientation process. I woke up, I was like, oh snap, I'm a college student again. I'm enrolled in college again. My long sought out after dream of being a certified culinarian, serve safe food handler, as well as a serve safe manager and a chef. I'm on my way. Now my dream has become a reality to me, thanks to the Maryland FoodWorks program. I would like to first of all thank God. Without him, we could do nothing. I would like to also thank my family, my classmates, of course, Chef Mo, Chef Christina, Chef Alex, not forgetting Vanessa White, Kim Yumi, Tim, as well as Carmen, the CEO of the program, as well as all the people behind the scenes that we don't see and that be helping us in the background. We cannot forget about the beautiful works of Darcy and Rebecca from our wonderful life skills class, all the information, all the services, the resources, and everything they prepared for us for entering the career field. All at the time, at the same time, my classmates and I, we faced a lot of barriers during this time, such as like was spoken before, number one, COVID-19, school on Zoom, transportation, buses, cars breaking down, and for some of our classmates, even language is a barrier. With all these challenges, we were still able to overcome and make it to graduation day. We have persevered, learned the knife skills, serve safe, the mother sauces, and breaking down big fish such as halibut. One of my personal favorites is baking quick breads such as pizza, cinnamon rolls, and of course, Chef Mo's world famous cupcakes. Lastly, I'd like to finish by saying I greatly appreciate the opportunity provided for myself and others through Maryland FoodWorks. This is an amazing program. Thanks a million and much success to everyone in the program. Thank you. And congratulations to everybody in Class 37. We did it, y'all. We did it. Yes, ma'am.
All right, at this time, I'm going to ask Chef Christina to come up with myself so that we can present our first set of awards, and these are our Impact Awards. Welcoming Chef Christina. The first one goes to Mr. James Bennett for his passion, for being energized by your work and taking ownership of your actions and your results. We thank you for participating in the Maryland Food Bank FoodWorks program, and we also thank you for all of those wonderful cheesecakes you bring in. Thank you. This next one is for Ms. Tashira Brown for transparency, for sharing openly and honestly, especially when opportunities or challenges arise. We thank you for participating in the Maryland FoodWorks program. This next one is for Ms. Thais Hamilton for being energized by your work as well and taking ownership of your actions as well as your results. Congratulations, Thais. And you are now very coachable. That's our inside joke. The certificate, this certificate is for collaboration. This is for Maya Jarrett. Through diverse experiences and perspectives, you've displayed inclusion, trust, and mutual respect, which makes the team stronger. Congratulations, Maya. This next one is for Miss Christine. It says this is for mission driven, for being committed and compassionate, always with the humble heart. Congratulations. Mr. Savante, for your innovative, says for building creative solutions that challenges the status quo. Congratulations, Savante. Mr. Lotta, you are agile for being responsive and flexible amidst and consistently changing landscape. Congratulations, sir. Ms. Marianne Najuko, this is for being collaborative as well. Through diverse experiences and perspectives, you've displayed inclusion, trust, and mutual respect, which makes the team stronger. Congratulations, Marianne. Thank you. And now we are going to present the testimonial videos. All right, Tim, you can come on up.
Thank you, Chef Mo. Technical issue with the testimonial videos? No? Okay, good. So we've reached the moment that you've all been waiting for. It's time to present each student with their graduation certificates. But before we start, I want to briefly acknowledge one of our more important FoodWorks partners, the Community College of Baltimore County, known as CCBC. So those of you who've heard of CCBC, about 5 years ago, we joined with CCBC to form a partnership that allows us to expand the FoodWorks program further, combining our resources with a public entity to make sure that career training opportunities, even more students are available for those interested in working in food service. We're grateful to the folks at CCBC for recognizing the impact a program like FoodWorks has on the community and for collaborating with us to make it even better. I know that they're watching in from remotely today, and just want to say thank you again to the CCBC. So now Chef Mo is going to distribute the Food Bank CCBC certificate to each graduate as I read their names, and we're going to have you come up and we're going to look into this camera right here so everyone can see you. So when you get your certificate, look right into that. And we're going to also hand out your great packages. Here we go.
Thank you.
Are you ready? And now for our graduates. James Bennett. There you go. Mo, you can give me this. Tyshira Brown Epps. Thais Hamilton. Maya Jarrett. Christine Ken Kooming. Savante Langston. Eric Latta. We have one graduate who couldn't be here today, but I want to mention her, and that's Marian Musa. So if we could just give her a round of applause. Okay, now for the hardest name for me to pronounce, Mary Ann Ochechukwu Njoku. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the 37th class of FoodWorks graduates. Congratulations. Thanks everybody for coming, everybody for tuning in, who's tuning in. Everybody have a great Christmas, an awesome New Year, and hopefully a COVID-free 2021. Take care.